Welcome back to the Aces ROG Dreamleague. We just had the weirdest countdown I've ever seen in my life. I swear I had random numbers in between there, but we are ready like professionals.
Yes, we are.
We just saw two games, the first two games of the B stream of the Dreamleague. That was Virtus.pro versus, wow, I drew a blank, xGame.kz. And this is an interesting thing because you're like, well, isn't it over? Because it's 3 games. It's not a best of 3.
It's not.
It's not. It's 3 best of ones. Essentially, in each group, which has 4 teams, they all play each other 3 times in best of ones. Now, because it was simpler for teams to schedule things like that, they decided to play the 3 best of ones against the same team all together.
Yep.
So we had a best of 1, then a best of 1, then a best of 1. Even though VP won their 2 first ones, there's still a best of 1 left.
Yep.
So we're going to see all 3 games. We saw the first 2. VP dominated game 1. Game 2 dominated the first 15 minutes and then went for 3 BKBs.
Yep.
And xGame.kz almost takes it away. Unfortunately, it was not enough. They had a couple of misplays by the end that couldn't secure them the game. So VP takes game 2 as well. And now game 3 is going to be the last game, which is starting right now. But before going into the game, Lumi, what does xGame.kz need to do to take one game here?
Just play smarter. It just...
That's easy. Just play smarter.
I mean,
don't be so bad.
No. Like, that's very different. Like, sometimes there's just nothing you could... Like, if I play against Mushi in a 1v1 mid, there's nothing I could do to beat him. It's just, like, better. He's just, like, technically more finesse, whatever. That isn't the case between virtus.pro and xGame.kz. xGame.kz could play at the level and beat virtus.pro, but they just make strategical mistakes.
And those mistakes start at the pick and ban phase. We've seen G getting that Razor 2 times. I think that was the key hero in both matchups, and then BZZ getting the Slark as well. There's nothing you can do around it because you're not playing around the Slark.
There you go, there's our Razor ban.
But yeah, removing the Razor from VP will force them to play a different kind of game.
I think G played Klinks in game 1.
No, he played Razor. Klinks was played by BZZ.
No, BZZ played safe lane Razor. He played offensive lane. Or he played offensive.
You're
Razor.
correct.
Yeah.
You're correct.
He played the.
Yeah, I remember now the GGGGGG on the Klinks.
It was a different playstyle too, because I think BZZ went for like a mech BKB, so like much more for the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously virtus.pro very good on Razor. Let's see what else they got. They're gonna go LC first. I think LC first might be like here's a big red target. Like pick everything that counters.
Okay, what counters LC? Like. Well, Vengeful would swap.
Vengeful would swap is one way to do it. I mean, you could, whoever that's getting dueled, you could bail that person out or protect or buff. You can even like, I think Shadow Demon is just a perfect way to deal with Legion. You duel the person, that person disrupt him, suddenly LC is just standing there.
At the same time, if like you're gonna waste one of your first 2 picks, and those 2 picks for second pick are so important because you can get them twice together, so you can get whatever you want combined. If you're wasting one of those on a Shadow Demon or even a Vengeful,
you don't have to pick Shadow
Demon.
Demon.
Like, well, sure. I mean,
you don't have to pick Shadow Demon. I think Shadow Demon. I mean, sorry, you don't have to pick Shadow Demon right now.
Right.
Because nobody's gonna ban SC.
Well, and then it doesn't matter that LC gets picked first or later.
Sure,
You just secure
that's
the
fair.
LC.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I feel like LC is a pick that doesn't say anything about your lineup.
It says offlane LC. That's what it says.
You could mid LC. You could.
And there's that SC. I'm saying like SC is a thing, but you know now.
Okay,
SC.
so here's the thing. Legion Commander jumps on the super tanky farm carry, duels him. Shadow Demon disrupts the Legion Commander so that the Legion Commander doesn't die during the duel, and then you guarantee a losable duel.
10 seconds to go.
Okay. That's.
And if you kill the big guy, that's taunted for first.
How about this? Here's a similar scenario, but instead of disrupting the LC, you soul catcher the other guy. Or you even purge him, so LC attacks much quicker.
¿Por qué no los dos? Anyways, Viper and Center War Runner, 2 very beefy, very tanky. Viper kind of doing the same thing that the Razor did before.
Yeah, Viper never actually received a nerf this patch, but the big nerf to Viper is a max mana cost increase. Which
we call it the Fata nerf.
Sure, yeah, that's a fair way to put it. I think the mech nerf is actually very, very good. It keeps people honest. You just can't like randomly get a mech on like...
Keeps people honest.
Yeah, you can't just get a mech on Viper and on a Razor.
Right.
Like,
well, Razor go and mech last.
Yeah, but he was like level 20 in like minute 5.
I mean, with Witch Doctor.
Witch Doctor from ESL, like we saw PDD as well as goddamn, he's not called PDD.
PPD.
It's called PPD. Yeah, PPD and Zai showing us that the Witch Doctor carry is a thing, and we might see it this game.
Yeah.
Witch Doctor, by the way, a fantastic hero against LC, because anybody that's dueling your ally, you just pop down Death Ward, be like, yo, let's see who dies quicker. And
Death Ward
playing, yeah, Death Ward does not care about Blade Mail, which is a hero that, or item that LC normally gets quite frequently as well.
5 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna get it out of the way for this Dream League. I'm gonna do it now, so I don't do it the rest of the Dream League. Spirit Breaker is a great pick here for xGame.kz.
Why is that?
Because with Witch Doctor, you get a lot of disable time and a lot of good initiation. You just like help the Witch Doctor land the Maledict eventually when you have it. Just like get more longer stun times, and you're gonna roam and you're gonna kill that Shadow Demon. You're gonna kill that Dazzle, and you're even gonna kill that Legion Commander.
Okay.
Because you're just gonna go around, you're gonna game, and I said it before he got nerfed and then subsequently buffed. Biggest base strength in the game, 5 base armor, 701 HP, 65 damage at level 1 without items.
Okay.
And now a 12-second charge.
Maybe this is not a question for you, but for the viewers at home to think about. Do you think he's just a poor man's Centaur?
No.
Because not only, like, Spirit Breaker charges in, but Centaur charges his whole team in.
At level 6.
Right. Well,
and I mean, he needs farm.
A majority of the fight happens.
And he needs farm.
I mean, Centaur getting a blink is like a pre... okay, how many times do you see Centaur not getting a blink?
Well...
In a normal scenario, where Centaur gets his blink, gets his level 6...
Let's just emphasize for a second that Centaur doesn't have double edge and he has charge of darkness.
Okay.
Would you go for a blink?
No.
No, of course.
Yeah.
And you go for something else, better.
Dyer's pick.
The thing is that Centaur is a hero that gets really powerful at level 6.
I just think Spirit Breaker is a poor man's Centaur. That's how I see it.
I can see your point. I disagree with your point, but I can see where you come from.
I do want to say that the fact that you added drums now with the charge aura, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's like a mini Stampede for your team. You know, we'll see how it goes.
I think Centaur is a poor man's Spirit Breaker.
Okay. Fair enough. Touche, touche. All right, so Shadow Fiend is going to get picked.
And Terrorblade. And I think this is really interesting right now because they're Legion Commander, right? You 1v1, you really don't want to duel the Viper, the Centaur, or even the Shadow Fiend, if the Shadow Fiend has full souls.
5 seconds.
Also, right now, I'm looking at the Shadow Fiend pick. Who the hell is going to cancel that Requiem of Soul?
Requiem of Soul. Well, the Dazzle, if he shoots it 3 seconds before the Requiem of Soul starts, the Shadow Demon Disruption as well.
Like, I could see these fights getting ugly really fast.
Thunder with the Terrorblade. Aha, aha.
I mean, there's something.
You duel with the Legion Commander. No,
So-
it's pretty bad.
They need a mid that could do a lot, and
I think Shadow Fiend is one of the weakest heroes this patch, though.
why is that?
Because he doesn't
Did you not
get...
see RTC's Mech Butterfly Shadow Fiend?
I've seen that.
To go.
But the thing is, I think he doesn't, like, farming is less important now than killing. So his ability to flash farm the jungle and other things, just
The fact that he gets ahead much quicker,
yeah,
that's even worse, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Is that, oh, okay, and then you kill the Shadow Fiend because he deals a lot of damage, but he's still not really tanky until he gets a BKB. And then you give a lot of gold to your enemy, and then you lose your advantage, and then you lose your advantage even more because you lose soul and you're Shadow Fiend, right? So I think it's like it's really bad patch for Shadow Fiend. Well, still a scary hero, but there are better heroes.
In terms of this game, though, I feel like XKZ has drafted a lineup that protects him very well.
10 seconds to go.
You have the Task, you have the Shaker Fissures, you have the Stampede. So this Shadow Fiend, in theory, should be able to get around and not get killed. And that's to be helped by the fact that virtus.pro has really poor lockdown. They have the Purge, they have the LC Blink, but that's pretty much it.
What do you feel about a Shadow Fiend versus Legion Commander 1v1 if they decide to leave the Shadow Fiend solo in the safe lane? Because if you look at the center Witch Doctor and Shaker, the killing potential is huge.
Yeah, well, the Shadow Fiend matchup is the same for everybody. He's going to get wrecked for the first level, and then he's going to get souls, and then he's going to win.
Yeah.
But
we get the Wind Ranger.
Is this a Wind Ranger mid?
It looks like it. Unless it's an offlane Wind Ranger and a Legion Commander mid.
It's a safe lane Viper. By Mantis.
And it's a mid Shadowfiend.
I don't know about this.
Against a mid Wind Ranger.
I think you safe lane your Shadowfiend and you mid the Viper.
I agree, and you offensive try. Against the Terrorblade.
With the Shadowfiend?
No, with the Centaur, Shaker, and Witch Doctor.
Yeah, all right. That's smart. I mean, maybe they'll do a Swapperino. Maybe, maybe we'll see Motherfucker play safely.
We'll see. I guess we have one AFKer. G is watching some probably Draskill's music video.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm being really offended by the fact that we're really racist. It actually, I thought it would be like the video. I thought it would be much worse than it actually ended up.
Yeah, there's some parts that were taken out.
Not worse. There was one part was taken out. I'm gonna say it was just like him drinking water.
Yeah.
From a glass. And people say it looks suggestively like he was drinking vodka, but
let's keep it clean, folks.
It was clearly water.
You gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. People out
there,
important
thing. So yeah, that part was taken out, and it came out pretty okay. I like the dashcam touch with the counter. So
the dashcam is the best, I think.
Yeah, I think it sells.
Oh, next week's gonna be amazing. I'm already ready for it.
I like that. Again, we need to make it past censorship to make sure it's.
Of course, you will censor the Asian one. Like, I mean, like, we haven't had enough of that,
Yeah, let's introduce the team. So for xGame.kz, we have Reeves on the Witch Doctor. Stalker is going to be playing the Center War Runner. Watafaka is going to be playing the Shadowfiend. On the Airshaker, we have Equal, and the carry Mantis that played Weaver last game is going to be playing the Viper.
Yep. Meanwhile, we have virtus.pro, Jotum, the hardcore support, captain, drafter, playing Dazzle. We have BZZ playing Terrorblade. BZZ has been doing a lot of work. Like last game, he put his teammates back on the earlier stages of the game and just went hardcore carry. Let's see if he's going to do the same this game. We have G playing mid on a Wind Ranger. Bottom lane Sadoy. Second LC game in this best of 1x3. And last but not least, we have Yol playing Shadow Demon.
I like how Yodam and Yol both saw the bounty rune and they were walking like, who gets it? You, me, you, me? Okay, give it to the Shadow Demon.
Yeah, by the way, if you play core, just let your support pick the bounty runes.
Really?
You need to go. Yeah, I think so. Like, you're going to get last hits anyways in the lane. I just think that you just want your support who's going to be doing pulls, roaming.
What about... Okay, let me see what the fuck he's getting harassed. What about... he actually Equal gets spotted as well. What about if you're running an Echo build and you get that... Oh, wait. Might be first blood? Stalker? No, it's fine. No. You get your bottle on the first... Can you get the bottle on the first... Yeah, you can. Yeah. On the first wave. If you get the bounty rune.
You know what I'm surprised people don't do more of that is what you're suggesting. You have the mid, or the support block the creeps.
Yeah.
And you mid just fight for the bounty rune. I'm surprised that doesn't happen.
I just saw Watafaka miss horribly a race. But very, very way off in the middle.
Why are you just hating on Watafaka? He's just a hater, man.
No, not a hater. He just happens to make the misplays this game.
Yeah. And missing those raids is kind of a big deal because he's gone for the level 1 raise build.
Oh, G, that's not your base. G.
Oh, you got the courier though.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Already.
Yeah.
He's actually going to be fine. They're going to go for the Shadowfiend kill. Bang!
Oh, wow.
What the fuck is going to go down? First blood and a courier kill. Might get a little bit more. Unfortunately, those Shadowfiend illusions not being micro to hit Equal.
Yeah. And G just walks up. Man, this is some ice level of aggression.
Yeah.
It's just like, I walk behind your tower, I kill your courier, I kill you. Great play.
Oh, what a fissure block. Yo's gonna die. Double edge is...
Yeah.
Actually, there is no double edge. Okay, nice raise.
Nice, yeah.
And that single raise has put him to max souls, because that's how Shadowfiend works.
Yep.
Not bad.
Not bad. I wouldn't complain.
I mean, you still complain about the bottle situation. But.
Yes. Hey, now he's actually right-clicking really hard, and G has to be careful. So now the bounty rune, this time for Legion Commander. Airshaker has an Invis rune. Can he capitalize on that? Do you not see invisible heroes on the map? Like, if you in the minimap, didn't you used to see invisible heroes with a... Like, they were invisible?
No. Oh, you mean they're little, like...
Yeah, like, they have an outline instead of the full
I think
icon.
so.
I
think that's...
confused about that. But,
well, we'll see if they, when they smoke, we'll see if they see that.
Yeah, no, I saw it when Smoke was the same. It was weird. Anyways, Equal trying to do something. They check with the sentry to see if there was something there. They do not spot a rune. But there was a rune telling G that he actually... Sorry, there was a word telling that the... Jesus, English is hard. Equal got the Invis rune, so he played defensively there, and it's okay now for him. Watafaka getting more souls. He's at 15 right now. 74 damage compared to the 68 from Wind Ranger. He's trying to get the last hit advantage, and it's pretty good.
I mean, Shadowfiend though, like he's being doubled by Windrunner in terms of CS.
Yeah,
it's gonna get a little bit better for him as the game progresses on, but I mean, G is just dominating this lane.
Yeah, and yo, here comes the gank. Is Watafaka knowing this? Yeah, he
knows. Oh, disruption! Oh, what a shackle! Soul Catcher that's gonna hit, and then disrupt. Not exactly the best order. No. Now Equal's got in position. The power shot is gonna hurt.
This is awkward. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. Nothing happens. Everyone kind of goes back. Equal is going to punch. Oh, Jesus, that actually was a big punch on G's face.
Nothing happens, but Shadowfiend has to walk all the way back to base.
And buy 100 gold TP.
Yeah. And meanwhile, G's going to get the next rune, so it was a great trade.
Yeah. And Yol gets the illusion.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like... I don't think Yol should have got that illusion, but the bottle did just come from the courier, so maybe, never mind, it's fine.
It's fine. So the boundary rune is going to go to Equal, and with this Equal is actually level 3, which is pretty nice for a roaming kind of Earthshaker.
Very interesting skill build. At that point into Enchant Totem, normally you don't get Enchant Totem until like level 8. That's how the pros are playing Shaker nowadays. But
it's a little bit more stun, something that Shadowfiend has nothing of.
Yeah.
And if that means one extra right click, the damage differential from one right click from the Shadowfiend actually kind of makes it up.
Yeah. It's much more mana intensive.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, you do make your fissure less mana.
You know what worries me?
Yes.
BZZ has been free farming all this time.
Yep.
And Stalkat is level 1 on that center.
What? How is he level 1? How
He's been zoned out by the tri lane. Well, actually the dual lane, mainly the Dazzle.
Well, you know what you said. Your centaur needs to hit level 6, and he needs to get a blink. And so far, he's getting neither of that.
He's getting neither of that, and then just
this
is not getting
level 1 centaur.
Level 1 centaur, 5 minutes.
You know, if this was a pub game, he might have like disconnected, not getting experience, abandoned.
Well, now he's getting a little bit of experience because of there was a single single pull on the lane. But yeah, Jordan has been zoning out really, really well, and he didn't want to go for return level 1, so. It was pretty much free harass. Yotum level 3 because he was farming those counts. He has 1 point and everything. So BZZ is pretty safe as long as Yotum is around. They're going to start pushing on this tower right now. Is there a Ring of Basilius? Yes.
Oh, Stallcat going to get disrupted. He's dead, right?
Yeah, I think he is.
Oh, the heal's going to do so much damage. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah,
look at the deeps.
And the Terrorblade gets a kill.
They're going to get that T1 tower, at least do a ton of damage. Meanwhile, Equal, Shackle Shot, not going to latch, but just the mini stun was enough for G to pick up another solo kill.
Yeah, and he gets a bounty rune.
You know what this reminds me is when G went to China for the first time, and he just like, none of the Chinese player like was used to playing him, and his TA was just killing everything.
Yep.
This is that type of game.
Yep. I mean, compare that to Cdoy, right? He's on the off lane as well. He's level 5, has boots, 600 golds. He's surprisingly close to Reeves, but none see each other, which I find kind of hilarious. And the top tower falls, which, on the bright side, this means that Stalkat is now level 3, and he's going to get a little bit more experience. But on the negative side, Terrorblade got the tower.
Yeah.
He has Treads, Basilius, and 1,000 gold.
But I think this is where the catch-up will really start to happen, because I don't think Terrorblade is a hero that you...
Cdoy, oh, he gets the ultimate from Mantis. He's going to run away.
He has pressed the attack. He wasn't even, like, afraid. He was fine the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terrorblade isn't the type of hero like a Morphling or a Weaver where after you destroy the tier 1, you could just stay in front of the tier 2 and keep farming.
Yeah.
I think Terrorblade is one of those heroes that you probably just want to go jungle after you take the T1. So we'll see if that's going to be the case. But if it is, that means Centaur is going to get a ton of farm.
Yep.
And will hit his level 6 eventually, I assume.
Mm-hmm. So BZZ, 1,400 gold and an Aquila now. He's going to be waiting. Another person that's waiting is Jotun. He's just there waiting for Stalkat to overextend. He's still level 3, 700.
Bottom lane, Sadoy, he used a press attack trying to survive the poison attack. One more, he's going to do the job. Equal, is he going to die to tower?
Yeah, and Mantis is actually doing very well on his own as well. He has Phase Boot and 1,400 gold. If he wants to go for an aggressive, like kind of old school build and get a Manta, or sorry, a Yasha straight away,
okay,
he can. and he's going to be pretty scary.
I think if he carries Viper, he has to go Midas. I don't think just farming is enough. Back in the top lane here, TP out from the Centaur, barely made it out against the initiation.
That Centaur is having such difficult game.
Yeah, difficult game.
Difficult game.
So you think he should go like damage straight up like Yasha?
I think he should just like try and make something happen right now. Zero is trying to trade with Mantis, overwhelming odds. Now the ulti, no, he's trying to evade the Prezi attack. Prezi attack doesn't come out, so Viper is just keeps farming there. And that is that for that bottom lane. In the middle lane, Warafaka is doing what a Shadowfiend does, which is farm that camp, that middle camp, just next to the middle lane, trying to make sure he gets the most souls as possible. He has level 3 Necromastery, so he's maxed out on souls at 29 right now. Here's the question. You max Shadow Race here, right?
Yes. Yeah, always.
So he's not going to get any more souls. He's just getting the farm because of the sake of getting the farm. And he's going for Hand of Midas.
Yeah.
And now seeing the Hand of Midas, I would agree. Viper should go for Hand of Midas. And this is 679 all over again.
Well, I'm not sure if... the reason I say Midas is that, well, he's going to go for mech, which is definitely the more team-oriented way of playing. I think if you're going to try to carry with Viper, getting damage item on him is just... It's very lackluster. It's not like Kling's getting a damage item because he has like a steroid spell. Viper getting damage is like, okay, he hits harder. That's it.
Wait, doesn't he have Frenzy?
No.
No, that was like...
He doesn't have Frenzy.
8 years ago.
In any case, Witch Doctor picks up a kill here on Legion Commander, but more importantly, it's just tier 2 getting pushed down. This tier 2 is going to go down. Mech's on Viper, so they could, in theory, start to take a fight. But
the Stalker is level 4, so in theory they can't start taking a fight.
Yeah. This is where Spiritbreaker would have been much better, man.
I know, right?
Yeah. Is this Courier going to die? Courier's coming in, but there's an Invis Windrunner coming by. Oh, power shot and a couple more right click. He's going to just go for a Shadow Fiend kill. He needs one more, and that
it's
one
a level
more
4 shackle shot.
It's Yol coming in.
If he shackles, he's dead.
I mean, I would hit him once or twice and then shackle.
Yeah. Or you can get that 575 range shackle shot. It's a full power shot. It's run. I don't... Okay, it's enough.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah. I think she still should
I'm not sure why Reeves did not Voodoo Restoration. Might have made a difference between
It's a level 2 Voodoo Restoration,
yeah,
so yeah, it would have. Here comes the Prezi attack. Is it a Jewel coming? Is there a Jewel coming? Nice juking from Reeves. It doesn't matter. Jewel comes. Zero is the victor. Plus 10 damage on the Legion Commander right now. And the game, which I'm actually surprised to see it's 4-5. I thought BP was much more ahead in kills.
Yeah, Disruption, perfect block. Oh, no, never mind.
I know. The Mantis, you have a mech, right?
He does. Barely has enough mana for it.
It's fine. He's holding
Keeping
for
people honest, man. The new mech.
Pretty sight right now.
He's going to dodge this partial?
Yeah, of course. And he makes just to be sure. But now he has to go back to base. And Reeves, he's in a kind of weird position right now because the Zero, he can come and jump on him. He has mana for Prezi attack. He actually uses overwhelming odds to push and just runs back.
I mean, the game score looks like the game's closed, but then you say, hey, Centaur actually is not level 6 yet. He has 900 gold towards his blink, and we're 11 minutes in. They lost two towers up on the top lane.
Yeah.
So the game's actually not very close at all.
Not at all. Not at all. Shadow Demon gets a smoke. It's ganking time, apparently, for VP. And I wouldn't blame them. This is all creating space for the Terrorblade. The Terrorblade is happy, already transitioning into farming the jungle right now. He's going for a Radiance, I think. Yeah,
why not?
He's definitely going for Radiance. Look at that courier. Pop, Sacred Relic.
I think Radiance is a very interesting take of how to, like...
How to Terrorblade?
Rat. But
okay.
Why not? Like, you're so far ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be my assessment as well. It's just like, I don't think it's the best item for Terrorblade.
Double damage.
And once you get 6 slotted, you might even want to replace that Radiance for something else.
It just doesn't synergize any other part of the hero apart from Conjure Image.
Yeah.
But Conjure Image is that good that you could just be like, all right, I'm going to just get a Radiance.
Yeah, but it will create space, it will push the lane, it will allow him to farm faster. It's kind of like going Radiance on Doom. Remember those times?
Yeah. Back in the mid lane, it's going to be Soul Catcher, Disruption, Power Shot. That's half its health. And here comes that defensive Centaur ult.
And yeah, finally, Centaur has his ultimate. He has to use it defensively.
Yeah.
He has to go back to base.
I mean, even though the game looks pretty bad for X Game so far, again, you know, Centaur not getting a blink, They lost 2 tower up top. I think as this mid game comes up, their skills is going to allow them to fight very well. Because again, defensively, they have cast, they have the Centaur's ultimate.
But they're playing 5v4.
For now. Once the Centaur as well as the Shadow Fiend.
No. I'm saying they're still playing 5v4.
Oh, you mean Terrorblade hasn't shown up yet?
Yeah.
Equal in the mid lane. A little bit of trouble here. Down to about 150. Yeah, it looks like G is going to go for the kill.
G has been playing out of his mind. He's 5-0-0. Getting 5 of the 6 kills of VP. And how many of them were solo kills?
At least 2 or 3 of them were.
I think 2, yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the fight. Oh, dude, in the enemy jungle, what a fucker.
What a fucker. And there's a winner. Here's the ultimate. And you were talking about
death ward.
Oh my god.
That death ward.
He's still dead. Zero is dead.
Yep.
That's a huge death ward. And Yodam is dead as well.
Meanwhile, Mantis on the back lane is going to get yet another kill.
Ring around the rosy.
There you
Heads
go.
up.
This is what I mean. I think xGame has such a good fighting lineup. Again, it's a 5v4 in between the tier 1 and tier 2 tower. virtus.pro fought like the worst position they could have fought in. But still. That's like a pickup for Mix.
What you're saying is VP is overextending so much that xGame actually has a chance of winning 50% of their team fights.
Yes. Also, BCC didn't get anything out of that fight, apart from like some extra farm.
Yeah. But he already has the recipe for his Radiance. And it's going to be a 14-minute Radiance, which I think is pretty good timing.
Considering that you went Aquila and Treads.
Yes.
By the way, for agility hero, Aquila is like one of the most cost-efficient
items in the game.
In terms of damage. Like it was like plus 17? For
it is plus 18.
For what, 1,000 gold?
1,000 gold. But it's also attack speed, right?
Yeah.
Which means a lot.
It's like pure stats.
Yeah. Pretty. Sidoy is going to try to put some pressure in this bottom tower. I don't think there's going to be a defense. There's going to be a blip, obviously, because there's no reason not to anymore. But as to whether there's going to be a rotation, there are 4 people trying to farm a neutral camp right now. Here comes,
safety first.
Mantis an equal camp. Equal has an Echo Slam? Yes, he does. He has a regen room on his bottle as well.
Oh, he's
that was a witch doctor that was very brave. Very
next level TP. You're TPing into an LC. That's like, And nobody like turned around.
Everyone was really scared about that.
Well, blink on Windrunner.
Yeah.
So the thing I want to point out is that Sidoi in game 1, he got blink. Looks like we're gonna fight. Seeing the cast's gonna bounce. Oh, it's gonna bounce so much, yo. He's straight up dead. The Death Ward gonna get 1 kill. TP out, enchant totem. Yep.
Yeah.
What?
Nice.
Oh, okay. You got it. There you go.
Nice. 2 kills.
2 more kills.
xGame again, taking advantage of the overextensions of VP and knowing that they're fighting 5v4 because that Terrorblade is no
5v3. G hasn't been either of these fights yet. But what they are doing is taking down towers. Tier 1 went down mid, and Tier 2 is soon to follow.
But towers don't matter anymore.
They kind of do. The map control is quite important, I think.
The map control is fine. Mantis is now trying to chase the Terrorblade.
Why is BCC just not turning around and killing him?
Killing him. Look,
the illusions are just like killing him. He could have just made an illusion and... Oh, whatever.
Maybe it's like... Because you're farming creeps so much, you don't know your relative strength towards other heroes.
Yeah, it's like, I hit creeps pretty hard, but they're just creeps.
Yeah.
Nah, you hit heroes just as hard.
My microphone. So, Casket. Okay. So now we see again, xGame.kz getting ahead in kills, still 5,000 gold, even like 6,000 gold behind, just because the farming from that Terrorblade is super scary. Experience, not so uneven, it's only 1,000 away in the favor of virtus.pro. But xGame.kz, as you said, as long as the Terrorblade is not involved, they will take these team fights and they will take an advantage. The fact that they're actually winning team fights and be behind
Here comes a gank. Fissure, yeah, they're gonna find BZZ.
Nice.
A lot of teams would have just been like, man, we gotta TP out from Stallcat. He's not gonna get picked. Yes, in fact, he will. He might be okay. Here comes the old disruption.
He's not okay anymore.
Fire shot. Ooh, he is fine.
What a player. And Jordan. Speaking of what a player.
Blink south.
G wants the kill. He doesn't want to get an assist.
Oh
no, he got an assist.
He got KS'd.
Damn, he was 5-0-0.
Eagle should have, Eagle shit's fine. But still, overall, very, very good kill against BZZ.
I don't know if Eagle's fine. They're chasing and they're not stopping.
There's a blink on G. And Reeves is, oh my god.
Oh my.
You've got to be careful.
Uh-oh. What a fucker has to be careful. He can be blink shackled.
Yeah, I think actually virtus.pro should be very careful because if you look at the way that they're progressing, Sedoi does not have blink, so his pickoff potential is very low. Like he literally has to walk in and get a duel off, which not very reliable.
Right.
G is playing.
Well, he can rely on Shadow Demon to get the initiation.
Sure, that's a fair point.
That is the thing.
G is playing extremely well in the mid lane, but in terms of the items that it provides for his team, this is not a blink 4 staff on something like a
This is a pub windrunner.
Yeah, it is. Like it's like, hey man, look at me landing my shackle shots, which is great and all to set up some kills, but in the mid game, you rely on your mid windrunner.
Duel? You say it couldn't happen? He chose a Mantis. And Mantis is gonna die.
Yeah.
That's the thing, it still took 3 people and all of their strength to kill Mantis.
Yeah, he's using a duel like as a
disable.
Yeah, disable, like a very weak one at that. But sure, the point I need to mention is that yes, virtus.pro is taking all these fights without Terrorblade, and once Terrorblade do join the fight,
this Terrorblade is going to win the game. I mean, to me, xGame.kz just lost.
But if xGame gets an Echo Slam on him and then a double edge, like this Terrorblade is nowhere near tank enough to take these fights. So I think,
but he doesn't have to, because differently from Mantis, which he needed to farm and instead went to fight, BCC is doing the smart thing, which is
farming.
I don't need to fight. Oh, you're losing some team fights? It doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm farming really well. Let me farm. Once I get my 4th item, no one can stop me.
I think the fact that BZZ, well, he's playing the smart thing, which is farming, it gives xGame a lot of time to farm everybody. And xGame has one of those lineup that has what I call 5 heroes that are useful. Like 40 minutes in. I think 40 minutes in, Shadow Demon's effectiveness is very minimalized. It looks like we're going to see a fight. Oh, no. Time to get out. Everybody just
abort.
get out.
Abort.
All right. Reeves is just hanging out there.
Yeah.
Look at the way that Reeves is buying items. Oh, no, Reeves attacked somebody.
Do you have a TP?
He does. He does. TP.
Right. Okay, that's good. And he's gone. Wait. Why didn't y'all Shadow Poison? I haven't seen him use Shadow Poison at all. Have you?
He used one when somebody was disrupted, and he just threw one at his.
Okay. It's a great scouting tool. You should use it more often. And G right now going for the Maelstrom. And using Focus Fire. That is actually a really good skill now.
Yeah, it is.
And worth investing in. After you have your other 3, at least.
Yeah, going back to my previous point, imagine we're 40 minutes in the game, like 20 minutes of no more fighting. Shaker's going to get a blink plus maybe 1 more item, so he's going to be extremely effective in the fights. Same thing with Shadow Demon. He's going to complete his Aghanims, maybe get level 16.
Witch Doctor, not Shadow Demon.
Yeah, Witch Doctor, sorry. So he's going to be a big factor as well.
Yeah.
I just don't see Shadow Demon as well as Dazzle. I mean, they're going to be great on their own right, but they're not going to have similar team fight impact as the Radiant support. So the fact that...
One word for you.
What?
One phrase for you. Shallow Grave Terrorblade.
Sure. Shallow Grave Terrorblade's annoying to deal with.
It's great because you just start hitting things, you're in 1 HP.
You sunder
someone.
And you hit more things. Yeah.
It's really good.
That is a thing.
That is the thing.
Also, Grave with Legion Commander is absolutely excellent.
Yep.
Especially he turns on his blade mail, you kind of have to keep hitting him.
Yep. So it is pretty scary.
Are they gonna just kill Sedoi bottom?
Terrorblade has a Manta now. 21 minutes. Treads, Aquila, Radiance, Manta. I mean, I appreciate your...
Dead in mid.
Yep. I want to say I appreciate your candor as a commentator, which is something nice to have.
Candor.
Yeah, the candor of this team is not out of the...
I don't think they're... I don't think they're that far behind. Yeah, Terrorblade is insane. No
I think you're seeing an illusion of a game, while the actual game actually is 13... Okay, so if I look at the gold graph, right, they're 8,000 gold behind.
Right.
But they're actually... That 8,000 gold behind difference, which they get when they're fighting, is not accounting for a 14,000 gold Terrorblade.
Yes.
So they're actually like 26k gold behind. They don't know.
They are very far behind. Like I'm not even. This is not even close how far behind they are.
I mean, Shadow Fiend went for VKB, which is the right item in this.
No, it's a completely wrong item.
I think it's the right item in these situations.
Because I don't think Virtus.pro is going to take the fight to you right now. Virtus.pro, for the next 5 to 10 minutes, they're going to just like choke. They're going to have Terrorblade. Because this Terrorblade is not done farming. He's not even close to done farming.
No.
So I think you could actually farm for a Manta first and then go back for the BKB.
But here's the thing.
Like, mark my words. Look at how many fights Whatafaka is going to get into in the next 5 minutes.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't think.
I think it's fine if you get a BKB early because it gives you the safety net, and you don't have to use it.
You don't have to use it.
So as long as you don't use it, that BKB is still as useful. Like BKBs lose effectiveness when you use them.
Right.
But if you get a BKB, you have the safety net that you can actually farm, be aggressive.
That's true.
And if they jump on you, I mean, you BKB TP, which is not ideal, but at least you're not going to die.
Right.
And then you farm for that Manta, and by the time you get that Manta, maybe the Terrorblade is ready to fight, and like, well, that's a.
All of those I agree with. The only thing you lose out is the fact that Yasha helps you farm a bit faster.
Yeah.
Although there's a lot of scenarios where you BKB TP and you think you'll survive as Shadow Fiend, and then the Terrorblade shows up, and it just right clicks you like.
Or thunders you and cancels your TP.
Sure, there's that too.
Or someone duels you and cancels your TP. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of ways to deal with BKB TP.
So it looks like Shadow Fiend is going to go for a Helm build, which the armor is actually quite necessary.
Yeah.
This game.
Yep.
But Sadoi, he's just completely straight up skipping his blink. Very interesting. I think blink is still just so good, and it looks like he's going to go for a BKB.
I think he doesn't need him. I don't think BKB is the item either. But
what do you think it should be?
This would do nicely.
You can even Basher here.
To bash the hero you're dueling?
Yeah.
Isn't that like just an overkill?
No, it just like makes you do something. Okay, that's a nice kill on Dazzle. It just makes you a little bit more useful when you don't have duel as well.
I see.
You just overwhelming goals, run someone, get a stun on them. It's pretty nice. Okay, VCC, he decides to show up to push a tower. They know that they're downstairs, and they're gonna try and push right now. And this is really scary illusions.
Disruption. Yeah, those are 8-second illusions.
8-second illusions that are melting that tower.
Okay, maybe they're not 8 seconds. They're 6 seconds right now.
Yeah. That is a scary Terrorblade illusion.
Guess what's happening?
Meanwhile, though, xGame is taking tier 1 bottom.
Well, that is small difference.
Oh my god. Double edge. He has to actually use his ultimate.
No.
Because if those illusions turned on him, he might actually block on the bottom. Equal gets dueled.
Yep.
Yeah. Shadow Fiend, just get out of there. What are you doing?
No.
He wants to man
He's Whatafaka. Well, okay, he got a kill.
He used his 10-second BKB to kill a support Shadow Demon. And he lost his Hannah Midas timing.
Yeah.
Because his die would...
Envy would not approve.
You know how I said Shadow Fiend doesn't need to fight and shouldn't fight?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he tried to fight. Again, xGame has an eagerness to be overly aggressive.
Yes.
While VP understands the timing of their heroes.
It's just smarter Dota overall from Virtus.pro.
Yeah.
Mantis is going to go for Maelstrom, which I fully approve the item. Not necessarily like it's just a great item on Viper, but in this game where he just needed to farm.
Okay, let me rephrase what I just said, right? I was saying VP is playing smarter Dota, which is true. But I don't want to come as VP is the smartest team necessarily. I mean, there's something that we're forgetting is if you look at map control, VP has great vision of... Actually, they don't have that great of a vision. But they have the map control to actually know or have a better estimation of where xGame is and what they're doing. While xGame only have wards in their side of the map.
Did you just see it on the mid lane?
Yes.
Unfortunately, he did not get a check off. And I think, well...
I think he dies from this.
Maybe.
Or maybe not.
He's got Aegis, so he doesn't care.
Run away, Mantis. Pop.
That was a great trade for xGame.
I mean, it's not even a trade. It's an Aegis for nothing.
You know how we say like Virtus.pro is playing smart Dota? They're playing smart team Dota. A lot of these individual stuff is just questionable at best.
G will be G.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, not just G, right? Remember the Virtus.pro was fighting in the enemy jungle between two tier 1 towers, and then they lost 2 fights in a row?
Yep.
All right.
4.8k gold on the Terrorblade. That's not going to push. And this is not even fighting. I mean, BCC is not even fighting.
Now. He's fighting those towers.
No, he's not. Look at that. He's just pushing. He's not putting himself nowhere near.
This is how you play Shadow Terrorblade, right? Like you just,
yeah, absolutely. But
you just don't get into trouble.
It's like they're wasting so much into killing those illusions. And now G is
nice
there. Oh, that's actually a nice fissure. Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a stun. Jada straight up dead. And G, he's going to be dead again. Man, look at that death ward doing a little bit of work. And now there's a duel coming out, but Sadori, he's taking so much damage from the death ward. He's going to be dead as well.
BCC right now, okay, it's actually interesting. Okay. Oh, BCC's dead.
Woo! The Shadow.
And Yoli's dead.
Yol's dead as well. All right, remember when I said Terrorblade also don't show up to the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have.
Yeah, he shouldn't have shown up to fight.
I mean, people will be watching at home and be like, man, these guys are the biggest rats because they don't want anyone to show up. It's 5.k gold difference and 9.3k XP difference. It's actually a 6k XP string as well. So
I mean, if you see MV play his Terrorblade, which is 100%, I don't think he actually fights a hero like till the throne goes down.
No.
Yeah. He's just like, here's have more illusion.
Yeah. And again, this is a big fight for xGame. They got something really cool going on for them. This is the thing again, you're behind, you get a kill on someone that's pretty farmed, you get a lot of gold for yourself as well. Now Shadowfiend has 3k gold. This is a moment where you're like, you can go Satanic.
Sure.
But then again, you have two targets that will not give you any life. Okay, he has, shut up. Okay, Scriff, we got it. He's going Butterfly. I was getting there. I said he could go Satanic.
Yeah.
Which
I don't think is a good choice.
Because against the Windrunner, he will miss, and against the Illusions, he will not get anything.
Yeah.
Or he can go Butterfly, which will not make him as tanky.
Sure.
But will give him evasion, which is very needed against pretty much all the heroes that is not Shadow Demon.
Yeah, normally I'm a big fan of saying, hey man, just go Maelstrom so you have some like pseudo AoE to clear illusions or waves a little bit quicker. But Shadowfiend is one of those heroes that you rely on Shadow Rays on that. You don't need Maelstrom as badly. He should actually save the Shadow Rays as much as he can for the illusion though.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna get stunned. I mean,
he has no BKB.
Gotta be careful with the Sunder, and he can't get the Sunder. I'll force that forward to get the Sunder. The death ward. He's just walking forward. He's dead. No, the destruction's
wow. Run away about this.
Okay. Anything else? Nice raise.
Jesus. Well, I mean, all that farm and all that effort.
Okay, my question to you is, Bruno, is like, does virtus.pro even need to make these pushes? They could just sit back and farm.
Yes, they could, and they should.
Or they could just send illusions in and slowly whittle.
All I know is that Witch Doctor has an agony himself.
Yeah, he does. Like, okay, this is what I said 10 minutes ago. I say, hey man, wait 20 minutes. We're gonna see a blink on the Shaker. We're gonna see agonyms on Witch Doctor, and these are just better.
But this was not supposed to happen.
What do you mean it's not supposed to happen?
This is not supposed to happen because Terrorblade would have never died if he had played like a Terrorblade.
G. He's gonna get stunned. Stun him before he blink.
Nope. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Here comes the Viper.
And G, you're gone. DP, which has been playing really smartly at a macro level during the whole 3 games, are making so many micro mistakes. And don't get me wrong, this is not micro like clicking your units.
Small mistakes.
Mistakes in skirmishes and just like decision making at low scale that actually keeps xGame into the game. And it's giving them a sliver of hope that once they get a couple towers, things can go their way.
Much bigger.
4,000 gold only for VP when it was 13,000, and they're ahead in XP.
Yeah, to me it's a much bigger than a sliver of hope. Again, you said I was maybe disillusioned earlier for making the call. Man, xGame, they have the lineup could do it. Look at Spellcat, he's gonna get a Crimson Guard.
Yep.
And that's gonna be excellent against all the illusions being sent by whatchamacallit.
But whatchamacallit?
The Terrorblade.
The Terror Dude.
Yeah. The Terror Dude.
The scary dude. Yeah, I will agree with that. Illusions normally get wrecked by that. Yeah. And again, this comes again to the Radiance point, which is like Radiance is nice because it synergizes with your illusion, but the damage doesn't go to the illusions.
Right.
So it's more block. It's more things going in xGame.kz favor. An equal that already has a blink dagger can now start thinking of, well, maybe I can go into Veil and just make me more useful.
Maybe last game he was playing out of his mind with Sanking, with the Veil Sanking. I think Shaker fundamentally is a little bit different. Like he's more about the stun time as a part instead of the damage output. So if I'm like really rich on a support Shaker for whatever reason, I think I'll prefer something like a Shivas.
Okay.
To just add more utility to that fact.
Fair enough.
But you know, we'll see what equal does.
We'll see. And there's a lot of vision. I think this is a moment where maybe even Air Shaker invests in a gem. Because they're recovering map advantage.
I think Reeves should. Because Reeves is done, right?
Yeah.
Shaker still has a ton of room to grow.
Which Doctor doesn't need anything else than you're right.
He should just get 16 and he's okay.
I mean, the other thing that he maybe could get is Ghost Scepter.
Sure, stand there and let it rip. Maybe a refresher orb, but generally you just die before.
I know, like it's so long the ultimate, so that I don't think you need a refresher orb. And now everyone from virtus.pro is waiting in Roshan because they cannot believe that xGame is wanting to doing that.
Every coin helps.
I think xGame is in a situation where you just let them take the Roche.
Yeah.
It's just too dangerous to go down that pit.
Yeah. And I mean, even VP, they just wasted a minute here, hoping for xGame to try and be greedy. And xGame, maybe out of smartness, maybe out of dumb luck, they decided to just farm their own jungle instead. And by not showing up themselves, VP wasted a whole minute that they could have killed Roshan with.
And farm
just
more.
hoping for something, and they give it some more farm. And yes, the Terrorblade gets the Aegis, and that is a big deal. But
is it though? You saw how they played with him?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It is a big deal, but you still can misplay.
Yeah. No, not to say that virtus.pro is playing the Terrorblade poorly, but how xGame could like just chain stun him for days, and play with the Terrorblade's life. But the one thing I do want to mention before this big push comes is that you just gotta kind of keep in mind, if xGame just loses one fight, that's it. That's a game, because how much damage Terrorblade could do to your base. And
a lot.
We still haven't seen that like miracle two-man shackle shot from G. Once that happens too, xGame will just straight up lose the fight.
Right.
So there's a lot still going for virtus.pro, and now the Aegis just adds on top of that. And it's just an Aegis Manta Terrorblade. I mean, here we go. Like how do you hold this?
Well, you start by raising everyone. That is a stomp that doesn't accomplish much. At least it clears some of the things of the illusions. Illusions are all gone. Press the attack on illusion, which I find really cute. And that is the first round. Now the question is, before the next round comes, you have to kind of get an initiation.
Yeah, this is the correct way to play the Terrorblade.
Yeah.
You don't ever go in, shackle shot not gonna latch.
Not gonna latch.
You only go in if like you hit a two-man shackle shot or something like that. And not only do you send illusions to the bottom, you send one to the mid as well. Like you just keep splitting them, slowly doing damage on the range reacts. It's fine.
Yeah. The good thing about the Terrorblade, though, or at least in this situation, sorry, the good thing about xGame is that they can still wait out the ultimate, and the ultimate is actually going to run out now.
You could do the same with melee illusions, though.
It's not as tanky, it's not as damaging.
Yeah. It's not as effective.
And Cito, I kind of understand that as well, so they decide to back off and just push the top lane a little bit.
Yeah. The thing is, that didn't cost them anything.
No, and it's actually denying xGame of so much farm, because they had to commit 3 or 4 heroes to defend the base, only against the illusions.
Equal one for Breach of Travels, which I don't think it's a good choice. Because you're going to spend most of your time being huddled in your base anyways.
Well, maybe he hopes to try and push the lane.
Oh no, what a fucker.
What the fuck are you doing?
He's dead. Ooh, maybe not, maybe not.
He's okay, he's okay, he's okay.
Yo was not in position to purge that off.
He has a butterfly, he runs fast with the butterfly.
Oh, not with the purge turned on.
No, but he got the ultimate from the center as well, so.
Actually, I haven't seen if what the fuck I've been using the flutter effect on butterfly. It's just free value, I guess, not being utilized.
Yeah. It's hard to get used to it, you know, it's like a new spell.
Yeah. Top lane here, Sador getting a little bit caught out here, they're chain stunning the hell out of him, but looks like he's gonna get his BKB. He can BKB blame out Ju equal, I think, but he doesn't, no, he does have a blink. Yeah. Oh, now when they keep
how long is
him.
it? Oh, well, now
Fissure. Ooh, okay.
He won
no, the fissure was late. The shackle shot was going to be there, and Eagle's going to die as well. That's 2 dead. And now on the bottom lane, they're actually going to take a fight.
What a fucker actually gets to kill Dazzle, which is nice, but still a bad trade. They lose 2 for 1, and the Turtle Blade is still alive. His illusions are alive. Metamorphosis is up.
Yeah. Earthshaker and...
Here comes round 2.
Oh no, the Purge goes on Motherfucker. He has to use his BKB to develop, and they even have to commit the Death Ward just to defend the Shadow Fiend. This is looking really, really bad.
Yeah.
Now, even if the Terror Blade gets caught out, he doesn't have to be worried about the Witch Doctor anymore.
Nope.
They could break multiple racks right here.
Witch Doctor is essentially going to just throw stuns all the time. That's all he can do for the rest of the next minute or so, which is exactly the duration of Metamorphosis. So, with this, we'll have another Manta Illusion and another Conjure Image and probably another one Disruption more. And that is going to be Rux, I think.
Actually, the Radiance is not helping out. Because, BZZ's making a fight right now, and Mantis is just trying to tank it up. He's going to use his mech.
Oh,
he's going to be fine. That's going to be the Aegis, okay?
Well, now that the Sentry is there, he can Blink Stomp. There's going to be a Disruption here.
Here comes the Blink Stomp. The Manta has already been used. Equal does not have the big...
Cedo and the
Blink Duel comes in. It's just a little bit kind of a overzealous situation. There's a buyback coming in.
What a fuck, I use the ultimate at least just to clear the crypts. And
top lane though, look at that racks.
Yeah,
I mean, all of the base towers are gone. The range racks are not regenning, so you could keep sending illusions in.
It feels like G is like having a fight with his team because he's just playing his own game. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's actually working.
That's a G style.
That's a G style. It's like, I don't care about anyone else, I'm gonna play my thing. And he's actually creating space, and now he's gonna kill Equal. He gets the shackle, he misses the power shot, and forces Stalker to rotate, and then he's gone again.
Oh, Equal's going out of the base, he's trying to go for the kill, but he might actually just straight up die. One more power shot and one more right click.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, he misses. Okay, he's still alive, double edge, and okay, individual, micro mistakes.
Oh,
is he gonna get the duel off? Okay, he's
not needed to.
Okay.
There he goes, yeah. And I think this is going to be top Ruxes. No, actually Mantis comes, G buys back. Wants to fight, the duel comes here, it's going to be a win. This is top Rux, this is bottom Rux. Now is when you actually, with the Terror Blade, you wait these 6 seconds, turn your Metamorphosis and you go and fight.
Yeah, maybe you're going to try to pick off BZZ on the bottom line. Oh, that ultimate not getting enough.
I think he does. Oh, nice. He's like, y'all save me. And he actually swaps his life. So BZZ is ready to fight.
Yeah, oh, shackle shot, not gonna latch. What the fuck is gonna get focused? Oh my god, the Terror Blade now gets to right click everybody, and everybody's straight up dead. I mean, you can see it wasn't the most, like, pristine plays from virtus.pro. In fact, it was very sloppy.
Yeah.
But they finally realized we could just split push this for days.
Yep.
And that's exactly
without any kind of commitment.
Yeah.
Any kind of commitment.
So,
and this is Mega Crypts, and this is Ruxes.
GG.
An ace.
All kill, whatever you want to call it.
For VP, that wins the 3 games against xGame.kz. Good game, well played. It goes 20,000 gold, 10,000 XP by the end of the game as a difference. And virtus.pro looking strong at the top of the group.
Yeah, again, I don't think there was a single game where you said xGame could not have won this game. In fact, all of the 3 games were very winnable.
Yeah.
It's just misplays from here and there.
Yeah,
I think virtus.pro actually made more mistakes this game.
Right.
But they had such a big lead.
It doesn't matter because the biggest mistake from xGame was leaving that Terror Blade alone to farm.
TB Dota.
Yeah. 5-3 and 3 doesn't look so impressive. Even 695 gold per minute is big, but not that big. And that does it for virtus.pro. So, I'm sorry, what? Oh, cool. Yeah. No, actually, I was waiting to see my little face here. So, hello, Lumi. How's it going? Sorry, production caught me by surprise. I was just paying attention to something else. So that was VP.
Yep.
Here's the thing. They won deservedly. I'm not impressed by VP.
You wouldn't say they're the strongest team in the group?
I don't know because I haven't seen the other matches. But this doesn't strike me as a team that I'm like, oh wow, I saw them 3-0 and I think they can win the Dream League.
Yeah, I would agree to that.
So we'll see what happens with them in the next matches. Tomorrow, we will have 3 more games.
Yes.
And it's going to be 3 best of ones. And it's going to be someone versus someone.
6 best of ones.
6 best of 1.
On 2
3 on
different
this
streams.
stream,
Yep.
3 on the other streams. Who is playing tomorrow? I don't have that information.
Oh.
But maybe someone has that information.
I suppose we could find out.
And someone will, like, a voice will speak in my ear and be like, yo, Bruno. Someone is playing, because it says, say something about the games tomorrow. That's what it says here. Tomorrow there will be games. And there will be Dota 2. There will be 2 European Eastern teams. Probably one of them will be called virtus.pro something. I failed. It's Empire against xGame.kz.
So VP versus VP.
So it's going to be VP versus VP on the other stream.
Okay.
On Dreamleague. And we're Dreamleague 2, the B stream, the better stream, the Bruno
So
stream.
we get the Empire game.
And we get the Empire game against xGame.kz.
Okay.
But that's it for this stream now. Now we're going to just wait until the other game is over. The one that Empire is playing versus VP Polar. You can go to twitch.tv/Dreamleague and watch it there. And we're also going to show that here as well.
On this stream, so you don't have to actually hop over.
You can actually stay here, but do whatever you want. I cannot tell you what to do. What we are going to do is we're going to wrap up here. We're going to wait until that game is over, and then we're going to join James and Andy into that, and we're going to discuss what happened with their game. We're going to tell them what happened with our game, and we'll see what will happen tomorrow, and try to maybe get our predictions of who's going to win the game.
Seems good. Seems good.
Okay, so that's it for now. We're going to go into short break for this stream. After we go back, you will be redirected to the other stream.
Yep.
And I'll see you, we will see you, after the Empire versus VP Polar game wins. See you in a bit, guys.